Hello and welcome back to Fanboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew. Today we're talking about AAA games, mainly PlayStation games, just in general. There was a lot of confusion this week about so-called God of War Ragnarok getting a reveal trailer and getting a revealed release date and all of that stuff. You know, like the PlayStation insiders, and you could see like Cory Barlog, you know, the director of the last game, coming out and being like, "Come on, guys, give us a break. You know, when the game's ready, it'll be ready." And that got me thinking. That literally got me thinking, man. Because let's be real, man. It's not like the PlayStation 5 hasn't had a steady flow of games getting dropped for it. Like, they've been pretty steady with the PlayStation 5 so far. I'm actually quite surprised. Now, I mean, to each his own, you know. I mean, those games for me just haven't been hitting the way they were on the PlayStation 4 toward the end of the generation. They just weren't. They're just not hitting like those games were. But that got me thinking, man. Like, why are these PlayStation fanboys so worried about what's next? If these PlayStation games are so great and PlayStation is doing so well, It just kind of makes you wonder, like, why are they so worried about when God of War is going to come out? Like, I mean, like, I know I'm excited to play God of War 2. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, I want to play it just as bad as the next guy. But, I mean, clearly I can wait for that. I mean, it's not like... it's not like it's the end of the world if it launches this year or next year or whatever, you know? And with recent games being delayed, I've kind of just checked my... my expectations for when games are going to launch. So it really just makes me wonder, like, is the PlayStation 5 platform really just overhyped? And these guys just keep trying to keep trying to like be like, oh yeah, the PlayStation 5 is great and stuff, and it's like these other channels, they create all this hype around this stuff, and it's like, what are we supposed to be hyped for? PlayStation has not lied to us, like, in a while. I mean, they've been pretty direct and pretty clear about what they're going to do and how they're doing things. And I mean, if you haven't noticed that yet, they are more interested in doing games as service. They're more interested in putting stuff on the PC platform. I made a video just the other day talking about how I feel like a middle child. And that's true with my PlayStation 5. Like, I don't feel like it is being fully utilized. I don't feel like it's being... I don't feel like it is getting proper exclusive content built and designed for the PlayStation 5. And I don't feel like... I don't feel like they're putting out the content that I want to play as quick as I want to. And like, I mean, they can only do it so fast. They can only do it so fast. But the fact of the matter is they're so spread so thin. They're making stuff for PlayStation 4, and now they're putting stuff on PlayStation 5. They're giving us a lot of remakes and remasters. Like, don't get me wrong, remakes I'm pretty okay with. There are certain games out there that I would love to be remade. So that doesn't necessarily bug me. But the fact that they want me to pay $70 for a remake game I've already beat, and then I've already bought it twice. I bought it on PlayStation 3, and then I bought it again on PlayStation 4. And now they want me to buy it again on PlayStation 5. I mean, yeah, it's an amazing game. It was an amazing game when it came out. It's an amazing game still. The first Last of Us is truly one of the great games of the last, you know, of the last few years, or the last, you know, couple decades of gaming. Like, it is one of those games that does stand pretty high. And it also ushered in a change in the PlayStation platform that is continuing full speed ahead. And it's weird. It's weird, man. Like, this new outlook that PlayStation has for first party studios, you know, like the whole movie game thing. Don't get me wrong, man. They do have a place. They do have a place in society, and I do appreciate them. I do play them, and I do, you know, critique them, and, you know, my biggest problem with these movie games is the average gameplay in between each cutscene. These cutscenes are amazing, man. These guys are working so hard. They're building these convincing stories. And they're cool. Like, they are. They're pushing the boundaries of what cinematics in video games can do. It's like, there's no denying that. But at the same time, they're also leaving that gameplay rather stagnant. And I bring this up just because I want to make this point clear. I just purchased PlayStation Plus Premium. I paid for the whole year. I'm playing Infamous 2 on there. And I'm thinking, I'm like, gosh dang, this game is freaking great. This game is amazing. And I mean, it's fast, it's fluid, it feels fun. It's back to when they were making cool games with interesting gameplay. And and I mean, like, the cutscenes in the game are like like comic book pages and stuff. Like they're not like super high quality cutscenes, but the gameplay is freaking phenomenal. Like, this game is so cool. Even now today, I'm like, wow, man, why can't we still get cool games like this iterated on this that are still fun to play, and they're not bogged down by this heavy graphic story stuff. I mean, Infamous 2 is probably one of my favorite PlayStation 3 games. I'm gonna keep playing it on the PlayStation 5 on the service, because it's actually a pretty decent service. But that's weird, man, because like these PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 games, I think were the glory years of the PlayStation platform. Now with what they're trying to do, I just don't know if, because I mean, I know I'm not the only PlayStation gamer in the world that feels the same way I do right now. Like, these games are cool, they look great, they play just fine when you get through them, and they're great. They are what they are. But the replay value and the $75 price tag for these games, it's just like, whoa, man. Like, I mean, I know we got the fanboys on the PlayStation side that are like, I mean, guys, they're quality. Whatever, man. Whatever. I think a quality game is something that I can play and that I want to play for a long time. These movie games, they're great. They're fun. They're definitely a treat, every once in a while to have and to play them. But I want things to go back to like fun gameplay, fun, engaging gameplay, where they're just not making that anymore. So, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.